This week on Steel Horse Thunder. You heard it right here. You heard it right here, folks. Cindy and I head out to another motorcycle charity ride.
It was just amazing. People, I'm going to cry. People are so amazing, and these people don't owe us a thing in the world to come together like that.
Then we're back up at Flat Out, test riding a motorcycle that's a little different than what we're used to. I can drink a beer, I can eat a hot dog, drink a beer, and everything while we're going down this way. All that and much more this week on Steel Horse Thunder.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
Don't look now. Crambo's isn't just paint. It's your one-stop shop for motorcycle gear, parts, and service. Crambo's, voted the Indy A-List #1 motorcycle shop 2 years running, has expanded with the state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment for tuning your fuel-injected Harley and a new paint facility to make your bike stand out from all the others. Crambo's also has a new retail area complete with leather, chrome, audio, and all your parts and service needs. Crambo's, voted #1 for a reason.
This is a standard lawyer commercial. This is a dramatic shot of me walking down the hallway. This is a stage scene of me talking to clients, even though they're not actual clients. This is the closing shot in my office, where I say my catchphrase, looking professional and confident. Look, all lawyer commercials are the same, but not all lawyers are the same. Leidendorf Law has been involved in the motorcycle community for over 35 years, with many more years to come. Leidendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Hey man, it's a beautiful Saturday. We're up here in Morgantown, Indiana. We're at Frenchie's Pub. Cindy, what's going on today?
This is the benefit ride for the Stroup family. They lost everything in a fire, and all the proceeds are going to go to them. It's a great day today, so looks like we're going to be able to help them a lot.
I hope we can. And you know what? This year, every charity ride is sponsored by 36 Saloon out in Rockville, Indiana. If you haven't been there yet, get on your bike and ride out there. It is Indiana's premier motorcycle destination. This place has everything, whether you're looking for fine dining inside or you want to go hang out at the hog pit outside with all your buddies on the motorcycles. I mean, I'm telling you, it's got a little bit of everything for everybody. You got to get out to 36 Saloon, Rockville, Indiana. Cindy, let's go find the Stroup family. Let's go find out what's going on, how they're doing, and let's see how this ride goes.
Let's go.
Hey man, we're here at the Stroup ride, and I have got Duke. He is the official spokesman for the Thunder Buddies. Yes, you know, the very famous Thunder Buddies group. Duke, what brings you up today?
We're here to raise some money for a good cause to help this family out.
So where's the rest of your posse? Where are the rest of the Thunder Buddies? Are they coming?
Well, I got a feeling maybe they stayed up a little bit too late. They'll be here maybe the next 5 or 10 minutes.
They didn't go to a concert or anything last night, did they?
No, they went to the birthday party. Jason.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll see the rest of the Thunder Buddies show up. Duke, you do these rides all the time. Do you ever get tired of doing charity rides?
Oh, no. Do them till I can't do them no more.
Right, and then we'll be doing one for you.
Hopefully we got a little bit of time for that happens.
So Aaron, you guys have done so much for this ride. I know that not only are you here to ride, but you have also raised funds for this family. Tell me what you guys have been working on.
Oh yeah, so our Bud It Helps page, right there. So anyway, we had a little video go viral, and it happened right about the same time as the Stroup family had their devastation. So we were able to step in. Everything kind of coincided. We were able to step in at the same time, help them out where we could. So we've been selling T-shirts and donating funds raised from that to the family, which we're going to donate this week. We're actually setting up to do that this week. So also, and then y'all at Steel Horse put together this ride, which was great. So we started sharing that on our page and doing some live videos today, trying to get some people out here as well. So
You guys have done an amazing job, though, raising funds. And, you know, this family is in need of help. They've lost everything. And I know your video went viral. I have to say, I haven't watched it yet, which I guess I need to.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
I'm upset.
So what is the But It Helps, anyway?
Okay, so it all kind of stemmed from a complete accident. So what happened, I was working on a car, had a friend of mine come over and start filming. I was going through an instructional video, and everything I went through. You don't have to do certain things, but it helps. So we kind of threw all that in, and the But It Helps kind of took off, and it just went everywhere, completely everywhere. If you haven't seen the video, I can't tell you because it gives away the ending.
Gotcha.
Surprise ending. So we have a Facebook page. It's But It Helps, or you can look at It Does Help, all one word, on Facebook. I have to get lower. There we go. That's better. Now I feel a lot better.
Stop it. Well, we appreciate all that you guys have done. I know you and Kristen have been out. You were out at the park. I know you guys have been selling shirts everywhere. And I don't know how I've heard of this, but I have. But I haven't seen the video, but I will. But thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all that you do. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you to Steel Horse for everything you guys do. You guys set the bar for us to achieve, so that's phenomenal.
We have the Stroup ride going on, raising money for them, and lo and behold, here comes Jack and Terry coming up here. You guys know them as these are the ones responsible for Biker Fest that takes place down in Bean Blossom at the end of the year, or in September actually, not the end of the year, but getting close to the end of riding season. So how are things looking for this year for Biker Fest?
Well, right now it's real busy. It's looking really, really good. Campground is have very few camp spaces left. Online sales are good. Advanced sales are good. Entertainment is awesome. It's looking good. We're looking forward to it.
Any idea what kind of entertainment we're going to have this year?
Oh, we've got a band lined up that is unbelievable. Friday night, we went last night to see King B and the Stingers over at the Porthole Lounge, which is one of our sponsors. And they rocked the place until about 11:30 last night. It's unbelievable. And they open up 4 hairbangers on Friday night there. So there's good entertainment. It's going to be a good time.
What are the dates for Biker Fest this year?
September 4th through the 9th. Early in on Tuesday of the 4th. And then last till Sunday morning whenever they have church services there on the main stage with the House of Prayer and that from Ellettsville. So...
Right on. So I won't tell you which one, but one of those days in there is my birthday. So I'm going to go over there just to celebrate my birthday. And if you're not there, you're going to miss the best party of the year. Guys.
What a way to celebrate.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you guys.
For you.
Yeah, I know. It's all about me right now. I know, and I appreciate that. And that's why I wanted to invite the general public. You can come out and enjoy with us. So, But, man, I appreciate you guys coming up here to donate like this to the family and stuff. And
everything works out for them. It's we know what it is to lose something like that, and so we hope everything works out.
Well, I have a funny feeling you're probably going to see us down there, and so can we bring the cameras into Biker Fest this year?
You can bring the cameras. We'll give you a golf cart, and we'll feed you, and whatever you want to do, you can have the run of the place. How's that?
You heard it right here. You heard it right here, folks.
So, Dell, you guys jumped on board with us to put this ride together. You're going to be blocking for us. You guys have donated your time. Your whole group has come together for this. And now I found out that you guys have a cash donation that you want to give to them also.
Yeah, Scott told us about this a couple weeks ago, and that's the reason we started this club. And most of these motorcycle clubs are about this. And we just wanted to help out any way we can, and ride with you and give some money when we can.
Well, we appreciate it. The family appreciate it. It's your club as the Outsiders Charity Club. You guys do a lot of work for a lot of people. You guys help so many people with their rides and everything, and we appreciate you guys so much. All right, Almeida, how was that ride?
It was very beautiful. Everybody did excellent. It was awesome.
I thought it went over very good. We did have a few sprinkles, which felt kind of good because it's so hot.
It sure did. It sure did.
All right, so we just finished the ride. We're up here. You're in line to get some food and everything. What'd you think of the ride?
I thought it was awesome. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people showed up, and it was great.
I thought it was a pretty good route. I mean, it was just nice, small roads off the beaten path. Did you like going by Lake Lemon?
I did. Yeah, I thought it was. I really enjoyed the ride. I thought it was good. A lot of curves, woods. I mean, it's nice.
So you come out to donate money, and next thing you know, you would think you were a little higher up in the organization of motorcycling, where you wouldn't have to be the one stuck behind the grill.
No, nobody's that high. and you do what you need to do. I said, I'll cook these dogs while you go film them. It's like being in the Army. You volunteer, the job's yours. No problem.
Well,
Happy to do it.
we appreciate you jumping in like that and cooking the hot dogs and keeping everybody happy up here. So that's a good thing.
Happy to do it. Happy the ride was a success.
Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Sam, here we are at the end of the ride. What an awesome ride. What an awesome day. I can't believe how many bikes showed up and how nice it turned out. What did you think about all those bikes?
It was just amazing. People, I'm going to cry. People are so amazing, and these people don't owe us a thing in the world to come together like that.
You know, and people are so generous. I am amazed at how generous they are, especially bikers. They do so much for the community, for others, always putting on charity rides, you know, and your family was in need, and you just happened to be one of the people that was in need. But I want to tell you today that with the bikes we had and the money that came in from 50/50, from all the checks that came in, there was $1,800. And we want to present it to you because that is amazing. This ride was put on for 2 weeks, and this is what the bikers did. The biker community reached out to a family in need, and we were able to raise $1,800 for your family, and I'm so happy for you. I know that's not a drop in the bucket compared to what you need, but it's definitely a lot for a day that you didn't expect anything.
I just feel like we can never repay back all the kindness that's been bestowed on us.
You have been injured in an automobile collision, and suddenly your vocabulary has been expanded to include terms totally unfamiliar to you. We know accidents can be overwhelming to the injured victims and their families. You know you can put your trust in the familiar faces of Ladendorf Law. We take care of you and your family so that you can focus on recovering from your injuries. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Hey, it's Thursday Night Bike Night. I'm here with Dan Yohe. He's the official realtor of Steel Horse Thunder. You know, Dan, we got a chance to meet you a few weeks ago. Tell me a little bit about the services that you provide.
Well, obviously, I'm here to help represent anyone, whether you're looking to buy the home of your future or to sell the current home that you're in. I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody has for me. No obligation at all. And if you want to know what your home's worth, happy to help you with that. If you have questions about inspections or what to get prepared for, I'm happy to help you with that as well.
Good deal. And I know we see you out here at Bike Night quite a bit. I know you're going to be at some of the rides this year, and you're pretty easily approachable. And so when you see Dan out there, if you got some questions, make sure you stop by and talk to him.
Absolutely.
The attorneys at Ladendorf Law have over 100 years of experience in personal injury and wrongful death litigation. Call us at Ladendorf Law. Ladendorf Law, like family, because we are.
Tracy, you are the Southside Harley-Davidson featured woman rider today. So tell me about your bike.
It's a 06 Heritage Softail, black cherry. I guess that's all I know.
Well, it's a beautiful bike. I mean, how long have you had this bike?
I've had it 6 years.
6 years? Mm-hmm. So have you done a lot of long rides on it?
Yeah, we've been to Sturgis a couple times. We've been to Gatlinburg, you know, all the typical places that riders ride.
Do you have any bucket list for this bike?
Maybe Grand Canyon and that Arizona area. That would be pretty.
Well, it is a beautiful bike. Have you done any kind of updates on it, put any kind of bling bling on it?
We've put extra chrome on it and some new pipes to give it more of a loud, sound. And I changed out the seat, wanted a backrest, that type of stuff. So other than that,
we always like sound.
Yes.
So did you go through the riding course to learn how to ride?
I went through the abate course.
Did you like it?
Yes, it was a lot easier to ride on their bikes versus the big bike, to do those little turns inside the squares and stuff. So I really enjoyed it. Female riding has always been a big part of our family. My mom rides, and so it's just kind of a natural thing to do.
So this is just a generational thing that you have to do it. So your daughter's going to have to do it, right?
And I definitely like having my own. I don't like to be a rider.
I understand that. So you've rode a lot of miles on this bike, which is awesome. I'm glad to see the women riders out there. You look badass riding in on your bike today. Thank you so much for being with us today.
All right, thank you.
Motorcycle riders want the freedom of the open road. Unfortunately, other motorists often do not give riders the proper attention the law requires. Call us at Leidendorf Law. Like family, because we are.
Vince, what do we have to look forward to this year with Flat Out?
Man, I'm trying to do something every weekend. Even if it's not a big, huge event, I just want people to have some place to go. Because I know sometimes I get on my bike and I'm like, where am I going to head? You know what I mean? So just about every Saturday, check our Facebook page, Flat Out Motorcycles. There's something on the pretty much every Saturday, either an open house or an event. Today, our Indian Motorcycle Ride group met up here with some people that weren't involved in the group, and they rode up for the Run for the Sun up in Anderson.
Obviously, you have this beautiful Indian showroom floor that you guys have here, but there's so much more than that here at Flat Out.
There is. I mean, Kawasaki, Yamaha for your street bike stuff. If you've got, if you play in the mud or you got a farm, we got the Polaris, the Can-Ams. I mean, there's really something here for everybody. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be just motorcycles. You've got other hobbies that involve power sports, it's here.
Hey man, we're here at Flat Out Motorsports. We're up on the north side of Indianapolis. We have no idea what we're getting ready to see when we turn around. And here, it could be anything from a motorcycle to a Sea-Doo, so I have no idea what we're getting into. You ready, Cindy?
I'm ready.
What are we looking?
Are we looking now? Awesome!
Oh, but I've never rode anything like this. I've always wanted to, actually.
I've always wanted to. I love these.
These have gotten very popular lately, and you see a lot of them. You can't do a motorcycle ride. If you're doing a charity ride, you're gonna see at least one of these in a charity ride nowadays.
One? You're gonna see more than one.
But yeah, these are pretty wild. I've never rode one before, so I don't know, Cindy. Do I get to?
I get to.
I'm riding. I had a feeling I'd be riding bitch on this one.
All right, so Cindy, jump on and tell me how it feels, and then you guys will take turns.
Oh yeah, I could ride this anywhere.
How's it feel?
It feels great. I think that it would be comfortable. I think I could ride 1,000 miles and not have to worry at all. Yeah, it feels like it was going to be a nice ride, and you will definitely have to sit on the back because I get to ride it. How do you feel?
I feel so safe when I ride behind you. I have absolutely no problem whatsoever sitting back here. This is all right, man.
So you can ride bitch all the time, right?
I can drink a beer. I can eat a hot dog, drink a beer, and everything while we're going down this way. Let's head to Chicago. We'll catch a ball game.
Awesome. It's probably good.
How's it feel, Cindy?
It feels good? It's gonna be weird. Are you ready, bitch?
I'm scared.
There's your grab handles.
Oh, I know where I'm grabbing.
I won't go too fast.
It's all right. The faster you go, the harder I'm grabbing them handles. I'm sailing!
It feels so weird. Like the slightest touch of the handlebars.
Very good response, huh?
Yeah, it's very good. I feel like I'm on a boat.
Yeah, you look forward, okay? You just keep looking forward, lady. It's been about 40 years since I've been a passenger on the back of a motorcycle. I don't like it at all.
It's a very odd feeling. It's like you feel like you have to almost keep the bars straight because if you rock them just a little bit, you're going like this. You'll find out in just a minute.
Are you going to let me drive it?
Well, of course I'm going to let you drive it.
Do I get to be the rider and you get to be the passenger?
Yes.
All right. Okay, folks. Now we have it back to normal.
Just how wobbly he is.
Keep reaching for clutches.
Yes.
I keep reaching for
Kind of odd, huh?
brake levers. I keep reaching for all that stuff. And it automatically downshift. Well, it's kind of set up for me. I feel like I'm sitting right on the gas tank. That is a weird feeling right there.
It is, isn't it?
It is. Hey, it's got plenty of power.
It does.
It does a pretty good job over bumps. I mean, anybody that rides a four-wheeler, here in Indiana, obviously a lot of four-wheelers, stuff like that, you know, I mean, even if you're just a farmer and you're using a four-wheeler to get around the property, if you rode a four-wheeler or anything like that, you'd be very used to this real quick. I myself just haven't spent a whole lot of time on those. Like I said, throttle response is great.
Brake response is great.
This is the part that would take me forever to get used to.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I need to rub my elbows on the ground to keep it from flipping the wrong way. I'll be honest, sitting at a traffic light and you just being able to just sit here and not holding up the bike, or I mean that part's really nice. Totally different. If you ride an ATV, any kind of little four-wheelers, whatever, you'll have no problem getting used to it whatsoever. You're gonna feel right at home on it. I, however, do not ride those. So for me, this was a brand new experience. But I mentioned as I was riding, by the time I did this short ride, I actually felt pretty comfortable. I wouldn't race anybody with it, but on the other hand, I didn't feel like I was endangering anybody's lives with it either. So for me, it was actually a lot of fun to ride. A lot of fun, and would take some more getting used to before I would feel comfortable to take a long trip on it.
Definitely. Definitely. For me, it was a little wobbly. It would take probably a little bit longer for me to learn how to ride it because it's like every movement jerks you around. So it felt a little awkward. I still liked it, and if I got used to it, I mean, I'd definitely jump on it and take off to California on it. But yeah, it was pretty nice. It's different, definitely different. I thought it was a fantastic ride. Thank you so much for letting us ride it because I've always wanted to ride one. Again, it's a little awkward. I feel a little different on it because of having to lean and all that. It just feels a little weird. Now, I have to say, sitting on the back was pretty nice too. But because I am short, my feet rest seem to be a little low. Is there any way to raise them up to make it? There is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can make that happen. We can adjust
so yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I probably didn't ride it as long as Scott, and that's why he felt a little more comfortable on it than me. But I pulled over so that he could ride it. But yeah, it's just such a different feel. It's almost, I don't know, almost awkward. You feel like you're in a car, but you know you're on a bike because you're out in the wind. So it is different.
It is different. I mean, without the lean, that is something you have to get used to. But I can tell you that the people that have these put a lot of miles on them. And so obviously it's just a learning curve to adapt to it. And I know the people that have them, I don't have anybody that's had one and want to go back to two.
Really?
Yeah, so they might be hesitant to go to this, but no one's traded back the other way. So I mean that says a lot. And it is just it's just different. But one thing I think about is when I take my long rides, I get caught in the rain or gravel. I'm like, it'd be so nice not to have to worry about that at all.
Yeah.
You know, just ride normal.
Yes.
I mean, there's like 7 automotive features in here for safety, like skid control and lean, and to keep you safe when the weather turns. And that's a huge bonus.
Yeah.
Well, and to put it in the words I understand now, a friend of mine bought one of these when they first came out, flew down to Georgia, and he actually picked one up somewhere in like down by Macon, Georgia, whatever. And he told me, Scott, when I first got it and started heading home, I thought, holy cow, I made the biggest mistake of my life. He said before he got to Chattanooga, Tennessee, he said, best thing I've ever rode in my entire life. So I mean, again, it just takes a little getting used to. It is totally different.
Yeah.
But I just know in the short time I rode it, it was like I was already getting more comfortable. I'm not going to go out and race it yet, but you know, I was already starting to feel comfortable with it. You start understanding how to lean, how to move, and I mean, no doubt about it. It's motorcycle through and through.
Yeah.
It's definitely motorcycle.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It really was. It was a lot of fun to ride.
So how big is the motor in this?
1,300. And it does. I mean, it's got plenty of pep. You felt it.
Yes,
It's got plenty. And you know, they actually, you know, other manufacturers, you know, if you pull a trailer, they start talking about warranty. Can-Am actually encourages. They sell a trailer pulling kit. They sell their own trailers. You know, so it's got plenty of power for that, and it's set up for it. So
how big?
That's why I'm saying that people that have them do a lot of miles. They ride really far and they load them down. So.
Now, is this the only? Is that the only size motor on these, or is
they do all have the same motor now?
Okay.
So they do have like the F3, which is more sporty, kind of stretched out, like almost like a cruiser.
Okay.
And they have that like in a touring mode and a cruiser mode, and then they also have this one, which is the RT.
And that was the only thing I noticed. For me, when I was riding it, I was having a hard time finding the brake, only because I'm used to reaching forward to hit the brake, and here I was actually having to kind of step back a little bit. So for me, I felt like I was sitting way up front on it.
It's more of an upright seating position.
Yeah.
I almost call it like a jockey seating position.
Exactly. No, it was a lot of fun. I would ride one of these in a heartbeat. I mean, it was, like I said, you see them everywhere now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are riding them, and when you see something taking off the way these have taken off, you know they're doing something right.
Well, and they've really opened up our market, where a lot of people that always wanted bikes, but for whatever reason were hesitant, they're more willing to jump straight on this. And now they have, you know, 3-wheel specific classes, so they don't have to go through the 2-wheel class. So it's allowed people to get into motorcycling that otherwise would not. And that's a win any way you put it. That's a win for all of us. So I'm glad about that. So.
And money-wise, ballpark figure, I mean, what are we talking about?
Well, this is pretty decked out. I mean, the only thing this is missing, like the chrome package, is right around 29 or 30. You know, obviously the F3s are significantly less, like 24 or 21. So I mean, it's right around the same as we pay for our bikes anyway.
Very good. Very good. Well, Vince, thank you so much for letting us take this out. It's been 40 years since I sat on the back of a motorcycle. It'll be 40 more before I do it again. I can promise you that.
Well, that's good. It's been immortalized, the video. So. We can replay it every Sunday.
Right?
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Hey, we got great news. Our Patreon page is live.
Yes, it is, and you can get to it on SteelHorseThunder.com, or you can go to our Facebook page.
No matter how you get there, make sure you get there. We've got the 3 levels. We have the bronze level, which entitles you to the podcast that we're going to be doing once a month. And if you become a silver member, that's $10 a month. You'll get the podcast every month, plus you'll also be getting a special holiday gift basket. And then if you join up for the gold membership, that will get you the podcast, it'll get you the holiday gift basket, and it's also going to give you some special perks that we're going to do at our end of the season party. So once again, we are finally live. It's time to ride. And remember, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
And it's a beautiful Saturday. Hey man, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. We're up here in Morgantown, Indiana at Frenchie's Pub. Cindy, what is going on today?
Well, you stinking moron. You know what's going on.
Duke Myers.
No.
I don't know how to spell it. All right, D-U-K-E. N-A-L-B-E-R-T-S-O-N.
You don't have to say your name, but it helps.